Okay. So, how would you say this year has impacted your practice?
Well, it has impacted it in a variety of ways, and I think the main problem I've had is I was working in a collective, and I do have my own individual practice, but a lot of my year was focused on working in the group and how I can develop that. And when this lockdown happened, it was like, wow, it's a complete shift, because I was in the studios a lot with my friends making work, and then suddenly we couldn't even see each other. So it was really hard to think, how am I going to do this? And I felt as well that with everything that was going on, I just wasn't feeling very motivated to do work. I just kind of felt a bit down, you know, a bit lost. Like, you know, with a time like this, you sort of don't really know what to do, and you're not feeling like, oh yay, let's make some artwork. It's more like, oh god, you know, I'm scared to go out the house. You know, it was really difficult in the beginning. But I think because of technology, we found ways around it, and I think a lot of our work went digital. We were experimenting with digital work when we were here, but I think in a way we were kind of forced to use digital media to make our work, because that was the only way we could possibly have work that was connected. Otherwise we would just be doing individual pieces, and I did do individual pieces, you know, I did some sketches, I did like a little gallery that I made. You know, there was things that we did individually, but I still wanted to keep that connection between our work. I wanted to keep the collaboration going, especially because we were still getting marked on it. You know, this was still going towards our degree, so we tended to opt in for like digital, what's the word? Digital
alternatives.
Alternatives, thank you. And yeah, so I was using Photoshop, I was using, well, photography. I actually, yeah, experimented with a lot of photography as well, which is quite interesting, because I felt like the lockdown kind of made me more creative sometimes. You know, it brought out sides of me that I never really, you know, explored a lot, because I always wanted to do a bit more photography, I wanted to do more digital work, I wanted to do things that I wasn't usually comfortable with. But I think being at home, I was comfortable to do it, because when you're in the studio, there is a bit of pressure where it's like, anyone could walk in right now and see what I've been up to, whereas when I'm in the house, I can kind of just do what I want, and no one's really going to know, and no one's going to say anything, and if it goes wrong, then it never happens, you know. Yeah, it definitely made me do different things, but I think it's helped me because it's made me appreciate being in the studio so much more. It's made me appreciate, you know, being outside in the real world again, and it's shown me that I can, you know, do what I want to do. You know, if I want to do a digital piece, I will. If I want to do more photography, I will. You know, video work right now, you know, I don't think before the lockdown we would have done this, but we've started to get comfortable with doing video work and chatting to people online, because obviously there was Zoom classes, there was video calls that we did with each other. You know, it gets you more interacting with digital means, and it sort of gets you, I don't know, used to different things in your life, just, you know, adapting to whatever is thrown at you, because I felt like we were doing that anyway, and then this happened and this definitely made us adapt to what we had, you know, what we had given to us, because, you know, like I said, we were still working towards our degree, and it was a tough time, but I think we got through it, and it's helped me personally appreciate art so much more, because it's something that I just love doing, and I don't know where I'd be without it. That definitely got me through the lockdown.